Default string is... Hey guys, MechaSpyro here. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so here we go. I got contacted a few weeks ago with a code for a game called Game Over, a musical RPG. A rhythm-based comedy adventure RPG that feels a lot like Undertale mixed with Guitar Hero. There's a pretty simple description because the game is its own thing entirely. Starting from the first moment, it throws you straight into the deep end, pitching you against a giant dragon for one hell of a rock duet. But it ends as quickly as it starts, as you collapse the castle, save the princess, and moved into your hometown. This is where I got a little bored, not because it wasn't interesting, but starting at the pace that we started at, it felt like we jumped onto the brakes and switched it up too dramatically for me. Here in town, you can visit your dad, where you find out he is a hero not unlike yourself, then you go around talking and helping the locals in different ways. Some of this is what started frustrating me a bit. I was helping this guy move bricks around and it was slow, painful, and you can see in my face, I was getting a little frustrated. But we move on. I got to kick some local in the face for what reason? Because we can. You can help or ignore as many of the locals as you like, but it does add some cool story elements and interesting world building. The comedy in the game is dry and sometimes misses completely, but I found myself giggling to a lot of the wild and random things the villagers have to say. I was interrupted a few times through this section dealing with my child, so maybe breaking it up felt like it went longer than it did, but I just wanted to try these musical mechanics that it so quickly threw me into. After all this, you're invited to the town hall where you get to meet all the locals and find out that all your actions have repercussions, and this is where it got interesting. The game glitches out and throws you straight into the next section where we head out of town and run to, my guess is, the antagonist for at least the first part of the story, and we get back into battling different strings with our musical talent. Each one of these feels different. We start with the basic string that turns into the disco string, which we saw at the start, changing up the scenery and vibes, and we get the silly string, haunted string, and a few others with their own interesting mechanics and distractions. This is what I was hoping for, but found out quick it's not as easy as I thought. I do wish we had some warm-ups in town to get the hang, but there isn't any from what I saw. Repercussions for losing one of these duets, so no harm done. Well, at least in the beginning anyway. It took me a while to figure out when and why I was dying, but you have a certain amount of health built up in the top left, and every missed note knocks one off until the bar is empty.
Did it.
If you are struggling with the duets though, there is 3 different difficulty options. It starts with you on hard, but there is also less hard, Nigel, where the duets play themselves and you can just enjoy the music. During our time through the forest, you start to find different types of puzzles, which include tiles you walk across to match a certain melodies, pulling some strings attached to rocks to change and match the pitch of locked doors. This is going to be very difficult if you don't have any sense of pitch, but they can be guessed. And some rhythm-based avoid the wall style games. I don't know what these are called. I didn't know what to expect from this game when I first opened it, but holy shit, it got me hooked quickly after we got past the town, and I'll be playing a hell of a lot more. The game was developed over many years by a solo developer called Jake Houston. Although the name may be generic and hard to Google, Game Over, a musical RPG quickly grabbed me from the first few minutes and has got so much going for it. The game is available now, so go check it out, purchase or throw it on your wishlist, and let's show some love to this amazing little indie game. Appreciate your time, and if you have checked out Game Over, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.